Yeah, Eazy Money, ho. What?
So we in here, we got Victhevillan off Gmds, ENT, you know what it is. Eazy Money over here, Gmds, CEO, you know what it is. Pop at 'em. Straight up.
Shit, I've been doing this. Let me see. For real. Going hard at it probably about, I say, a year or two. But I always been writing since I was little and shit, you know what I mean? Doing little shows. Shit, I won my first talent show when I was 13 years old. You know what I mean? But shit, you know what I mean? We been going hard, trying to get shit popping. Been fucking for like a year.
I say like on the real, like just like my man's been writing for a good little minute since a shorty, you know, from knee high to a grasshopper. But as far as seriously taking this shit serious, probably I'd say by 8-9 months, seriously taking this shit serious after my little bid and when I got my mind right and found out what I wanted to do with my life. And then, you know, we created Gmds and my man's right here. You know, we've been at it ever since. This is the only other face of Gmds. It's Eazy Money and Victhevillan. That's it, man. We ain't taking nothing else. We going all the way with it. You know what I mean?
What inspired me to rap? When we was little, shit, we used to listen to Cash Money. See them niggas and shit like that. So, I mean, at the time, I was still in love with music and shit, but shit, seeing them niggas doing their thing, you know what I mean, as I was a shorty, I'm like, shit, I want to be on music videos, I want to get my name out there, get my point across type of shit, you know what I mean? So shit, that's what inspired me to do this shit for real. Other music, learning music, the whole art situation.
I would have to say that, you know, as far as what inspired me to stick to music instead of trapping or working a job or whatever the case may be was it's a passion of mine, and I'm one of them type of people that I'm gonna go for what I want. If I put my mind on it and I say I'm gonna do something, that's it, it's over with. That shit's getting accomplished. So when I said, man, I'm gonna do this shit, this rapping shit for real, and I'm gonna stay the fuck out of prison and out of a cell and out of a cage. That's what it was, hands down, bottom line. Cause what I say, I mean, and my word is my bond. So that was it, man. That's what motivated me. Cause I ain't trying to be back in these motherfucking people's jail cell, you know. So that's my motivation.
These rappers funny, they provide a lot of entertainment.
Next 5 years. Shit, money, power, and respect, goddammit. Fuck, you know what I mean? But for real though, for real, I want to be successful, you know what I mean? My shit, because I've been doing this shit, I can be doing this shit forever. Like, a lot of niggas be 40 years old trying to rap. I ain't gonna be that type of nigga. This shit don't work out, this shit don't work out, but I'll be highly doubt that this shit ain't. No plan B. I thought of one. Ain't thinking of one.
In 5 years, man, that's an incredible question. That's a long time. Life is short, but life is long. Life is what you make it. So I've made so much progress as not an artist, but as an individual in the last year is incredible. I just like transformed. So I like to say in 5 years, speaking it into existence, I'm gonna be wealthy with a strong network of family and friends that I can depend on and count on. No snakes in the grass, gotta keep that grass mowed. With, you know, a house for my family that I own, that I ain't paying payments on, a dependable car, a good businessman, investments, smart, sound business decisions, and basically to have made a mark on the industry and the rap game and the hip-hop game to where people can say my name and my name becomes a household brand. That's what I'm working on. That's what we working on. Gmds Entertainment, Eazy Money, Victhevillan.
See them niggas in the front, on their face they got a smirk. See them.
Like where did it come out to be? You know what I'm saying? Like what was?
I'm gonna speak on that. Originally, what it was, I had a dude This one I was still working as a market researcher, and I was doing my music kind of. I was part-time, and I'm gonna be 100. But I was part-time, but I had to feed that family. So I had a guy, and we were sitting down, and we were like, what's gonna be the label name? And I had started off one of my songs, like, Get Money or Die Slow. And so the guy was like, we had a little meeting, he was like, man, I like that. So that originally was, you know, that was it, Get Money or Die Slow, GMDS Entertainment. Well, we took that, and a friend of mine, I'm pretty sure, and then you watching this are familiar with Lady Ace, we sat down and did some building together, and we decided that if we were gonna tap into different markets, and actually have sponsors and you know, go into this majorly, that we would have to, you know, come up with a different name, because Get Money or Die Slow is just basically for the streets, the street movement. So instead of changing the whole name around, I said, okay, GMDS can also stand for Get Motivated and Do Something, which is something that everybody can understand, from being a doctor, a lawyer, an artist, a kid, a parent, whatever. You can understand Get Motivated and Do Something. So that's basically what it is, man. Get money or die slow, get motivated and do something. So that's what it is, and that's what it's gonna always be.
Just sitting on the moon, smoking blunts and drinking vodka high as hell.
I honestly feel like I got a lot of love for the 616 for Gun Rule, but I really honestly feel like it's a different grind altogether. Going from down there coming up here, it was kind of easy for me, because I felt like basically the pace of the grind up here was slower. Down there it's so bam, 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 and it's funny because people be like, yo, country ass, but you go down to that motherfucking country, and that's where they get it in. So that mentality had me. I came up here and I was just like, man, I'm ready. I'm about to get it. I'm about to get it in. And basically, man, just going to prison for those dope cases and shit, and doing that time, I put it in my mind that I wanted to try to do right, at least give it a try. And if all else failed, then I would fall back on the dope game. And so I said I had to take myself out of my previous surroundings, because going back out there, I know me being money motivated, I'd be tempted to sell dope again. And I had a lot of people in powerful places. So I decided to come up here, and it was the best move I ever made. I got a lot of love from the 616. I fuck with the 616. But I'm trying to put hip-hop on the map. And I'm definitely going to, you know, make sure they know that I'm out here in 616. But people be like, man, make sure you do it big for 616. I'm just going to do it big for everything, everybody, everywhere. Because on the real, I done lived in 5 different states. So I can't claim one spot. I can lay my head in multiple areas. But I will say this, no matter where I go, I'm always on top. You know, I always come out to where I'm in a position where people are like, man, I fuck with that dude right there. And that's because I just try to keep it as real as possible. So it wasn't a hard transition at all, because the saying, you get in where you fit in is real shit. You get in where you fit in. So that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm working on my second mixtape, you know what I mean? I got two bangers starting up, but shit, I'm still, this is the one, you know what? We got 2 CDs too, Rico. There you have it. I thought I did, maybe still in the car. No, I got it. Boom. SoundClick Master. Y'all can pick that shit up at, right there on Division and shit at, The Source. Right next to the gas station. You know what I mean? You cop that, this your shit, Rico. But you know what I mean? We doing shit. We doing a lot of shit right now, man. We trying to get shit popping, shit moving. I'm taking baby steps. We taking grown man steps now. You know what I mean? All the other shit was fine dandy back in the day, but you know what I mean? Grown ass man got families to feed and shit. You know what I mean? But you know, yeah. Sure.
So where can they find you at, bro?
They can find me on Twitter, Victhevillan, everything Victhevillan. Reverb Nation, Victhevillan, shit. SoundCloud, Victhevillan. It's Victhevillain. What it was this nigga stole my name, Victhevillan, put an I in it, and I took the I out, so never put my name with an N. But yeah, Victhevillan, Twitter, shit. Facebook, I'm on there all the time, you know. But shit, look out for the SoundClick Massacre Part 2. It's gonna be coming out. Ha.
about you. What you got coming out, man? What's going on with you, man?
My man's, he ain't really speaking on some of the things. We got a couple things in the works. We got some stuff under wraps. We waiting for basically confirmations, but we got a lot of major projects coming up. A lot of major features from artists. We got some stuff coming up. I'll mention the ones that are pretty much for sure locked in. We got some stuff coming up with Young Dro and some stuff coming up with Diamond. You know, if you know old school crime mob, Soldier Boy's old girlfriend or whatever. So we got that coming up. Also, be on the lookout for my next mixtape. Right now, I was pretty for certain that I was gonna go with Drama on the mixtape, but it's a possibility that I'm gonna either go with Drama or DJ Khaled. So that's still in the air, but it's gonna be one or the other, and that'll be dropping next spring. It'll be called the Axl Rose of Hip Hop. For all of you who are unfamiliar with Axl Rose, that's the leading singer of Guns N' Roses, so I'm kind of bringing that classic rock swag into the hip hop game. And then, you know, we catch me and my man's Victhevillan in the next edition of Hood Illustrated. We'll be shooting out to Lansing to do the photo shoot for that. Also, you know, a couple other magazine page layouts possibly in the near future, Double XL, a couple other ones. So just be on the lookout. We got a strong movement. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow my mans on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Eazy Money Ho. That's EazyMoneyHo. No garden tool. And then, you know, Eazy Money fan page on Facebook. Get them likes up. Eazy Money on Reverb. You know, all that, man. Just make sure you follow the movement, period, man. And that's it. We'll be doing some shows, pretty much out of the phase of opening up, because if you're opening up for acts around here, most 9 times out of 10, pretty much 10 times out of 10, you're paying. You're paying. So we passed the point of paying. It's time to start paying us for our movement. Be on the lookout for the college tour too. That'll be coming up next spring as well. So there's a lot of major things in the water in the works.
No baby steps allowed.
Yeah, man, we already crawl. You gotta crawl before you walk. Never despise a small beginning. That's what the Bible say. But we done started small, so now we enhancing and developing ourselves and upgrading. It's Eazy Money, Victhevillan. That's what it is. Gmds Entertainment, and we fuck with Rico Money Entertainment. You already know what time it is, man. I salute you for real.
PSBeats.com. Make your purchase.
For sure, I definitely got to give a shout out to my man's platinum producer, Baby Paul. He worked with me on about 3 tracks of mine. To have a legend in the game, platinum producer for AZ, Nas, Fat Joe, Big Pun, to have him work hand in hand with me was a blessing. Shouts out to Hood Illustrated. Shouts out to my man Drizzy Jason, been there since day one. Shouts out to 2 Minds for the beats. Shouts out to Nas the Hitmaker for being the best producer around. I feel like Nas is the man. If I go, he coming with me. Shouts out to my baby girl, my fiance, the love of my life. She hold me down like an anchor, Mommy Songa. Shouts out to, you already know, to my man's Victhevillan. Shouts out to all the models we don't work with. Shouts out to all my fans, every single one of my followers. Shouts out to every one of the people who like my statuses, who even follow the movement, anything, man. If you support the movement in any way, shape, or form, shouts out to you. Shouts out to Michigan Hot Radio and Rod B. Gutter. Shouts out to Rico Money Entertainment. Shouts out to everybody. If I forget you, man, don't feel bad. I got love for you. If you got respect for yourself, I got respect for you. Real talk.
Any shouts out you want to give, bro?
Yeah, man, I give a shout out to this nigga had a whole bunch of shout outs, but shit, niggas know who I fuck with, so if I fuck with you, you know I fuck with you. But shit, first, man, I give a shout out to family, man, you know what I mean? Family holds you down and get you together. Shit, shout out to, you know, all them little models, get in there with us, you know what I mean? Shout out to them. Robbie Gutter, we got an interview coming up. I'll be on Michigan Hot Radio. You know what I mean?
When is that?
Shit, that's what month is it again? November 18th.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah, November 18th, yep. I'm gonna be on that, so shit, you know. Shout out to my pops. You know my dad, man. And shit, Rico, kids, family in general. Yeah. Family in general, man. Because family will hold you together.
Definitely shouts out to the man upstairs. Shouts out to God. Without him, I wouldn't be here.
God. Cause he make everything possible. Cop that.
Damn right. One more shout out too. I gotta make sure I give a shout out to my new agent, Heather Short. She's been helping too. She's amazing. She's basically like agent slash manager slash representative slash publicist slash got connects out the ass. Pound team Eazy Money Ho, pound team GMDS, pound team Victhevillan. You know, that's pretty much it, man. This right here was a pleasure. Anytime I could do something for Rico, I would do that, man. I fucks with the boy heavy. You already know what time it is, man. Shouts out to anybody who's ever done anything for me. Shouts out to my mom and my family and my jits. All that, man. Gia, Good Life campaign for sure. Shouts out to them because, you know, they looked out for me. They probably was one of my first interviews. Shouts out to anybody who I ever done did anything with. Shouts out to 104.5 for the interview on WSNX. Shouts out to Lansing radio station. I'll be out there next, so you know what it is.
Yeah, man.
Chill.
Hey, make sure you watch the Victhevillan Getting Dope video too. You know how I do it.
YouTube?
YouTube it up, baby. YouTube it up. Yeah, mixtape. You phrase that. You be able to hear it all night. Dropping a video to that. That'll be out by this week. So make sure y'all YouTube that shit. You know, but shit, man. Shit get real serious. Shit getting serious. And motherfuckers gotta have their minds right. You ain't got your mind right in this shit, and you ain't thinking, you ain't gonna get nowhere. 2-4, GMDS, you already know what it is.
Yeah, and also make sure you go and download that mixtape off of thatpiff.com. Get them numbers up. You already know what it is. Be on the lookout. GMDS, salute.
We out here.